Thursday night, the Midi Lab Show.
Let's make it hot. Show me how you whip it, baby. Give all you got. Yes, dance to the rhythm. Swing with the beat. Invite me in. Let your body keep me on my feet. Don't let me see the fire in your eye. Walk with me.
Every Thursday night, the Midi Lab Show.
Lights, we lost in the sound. Got the lights down low, music filling the air. Feel the vibe slow, let go, you care. Girl, you know the night is young, let's make it hot. Show me how you work it when I get it out.
You are now watching the Midi Lab Show.
Feeling the air, feel the vibe flow, let go, you care. Girl, you know the night's young, let's make it hot. Show me how you work it, baby, give all you got. Let's dance to the rhythm, swing the beat. Invite me in. Let your body keep me on for me. We gotta own the night.
Hey,
1 2 microphone check. 1 2 what's up?
what's happening?
Another night, another Midi Lab Show, another Thursday night. What's up with my guys, huh?
We in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Karen. What's happening, Karen? We appreciate you watching, and everybody else that's watching. But one thing I want to ask for the people that is watching, if you like our content, please click the like button. If you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It helps us with the algorithm. And
Do that.
how y'all were? How's y'all
We
week?
good, bro. Yeah, good. Sorry, man. It was a little bit of distortion.
Was
Hey,
it?
everything is but it's all well and good, man. We I can tell you over here, man. We've been busy, but
Yeah.
thankful to still be standing on 2 feet, man. We in
Right.
there.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, let me close down some programs here. It's probably me. Am I lagging?
Yeah, a little bit of a delay, some interference. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
It's still doing that?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to hop out, hop in. Go ahead, Tony. I'm going to hop out and I'm going to come back in, okay?
That's what's up.
Okay.
Hey, fellas, what's really going down? What's happening with y'all? It's just us. We telling all the secrets.
Yeah.
We talking about everybody behind their back right now. We got 5 minutes. Go.
18 stank.
Okay, we knew that. Go.
Okay.
Hey, big shout out to Nisha, Kimbo. I know it's a couple of folks lurking in the background that ain't tapped in yet. We see the eyes, we just don't know the names, man. We want to give a big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for logging in with us this evening. Had a little bit of we had a little technical difficulty, but we made it back. We up in here, so we appreciate y'all. We appreciate the loyalty and the patience as we get it together. You guys probably noticed that Jaguar and 18 are not present. They're actually live on location, so hopefully we'll be hearing from them a little bit later on. But in the meanwhile, we for sure about to get this party started tonight.
Yeah, that's big facts, man.
Big facts. Okay. Ellsworth he has that beautiful scenery behind him. He's shooting live from the county jail. So we'll probably take up a collection later on because right now they're letting him use the chow hall, but he said his time is limited. So and Mike is on a high speed right now. So if y'all didn't know,
Nice.
L got popped because Mike dipped, and he's still on the run, but he was able to tune in. We could definitely have a conversation with our boy later on about that leaving L behind. But anyway,
Yeah.
he said L don't run quick enough for him, so he said he will have to get that time in on the yard, pick up that step a little bit, put a little pep in that step. When you looking at 13 plus for armed robbery, you got to move a little bit faster than that, bro.
Right.
Just rough in them streets.
I want to give a shout out to Nisha Shanae. And also Mac. Is that what is that? My eyes are bad.
Mac, yeah.
Okay, right on. Yeah, we a little late tonight. We have some technical difficulties.
He came in talking trash, didn't he?
Nah, it's cool though, man. I mean, we're supposed to be on time.
I'm glad he knew what's up.
Yeah, man. We have some technical issues this evening. So
yeah.
So how you want to start this off, Tom?
With a lot of trash talk. So off the rip, man, I want to talk about this performance. Crawford went in there and got that victory on Canelo. That's a highly respectable win, bro, because Canelo is a boxer. He ain't no tomato can. Like, that dude is a fighter. And so that's a highly respectable win. And I just got to say, man, I watched. I didn't catch the whole thing. I watched a good bit of the fight, and I like Crawford's energy. You know what I mean? There's a couple of times I didn't feel like he was aggressive as Canelo was, but that strategically actually worked out to his advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could have went either way, honestly. You know what I mean? That was not an easy win. So hats off to my boy for being consistent. Hats off for Canelo, man. Like, the respect that I saw in that ring for each other, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it needs to be.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? When you're a paid athlete, you need to act like a professional, not a baby having a tantrum.
Right. I thought it was a good. I only watched the highlights of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. Mike, did you watch the whole fight?
Yes, sir. I did watch the whole fight. I caught the first 6 rounds at a friend's house, and then caught the rest of it on the way home. So
okay,
it was good, man. I was happy to see a fight where they both respected each other as fighters. You know what I'm saying? But they both weren't afraid to mix it up like that. There wasn't a whole lot of dancing around. Like, they was getting after it, man. And I love to see that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That reminded me of when we were growing up watching some of these boxers. So,
yeah, that old school professionalism, bro. Like, to me, it's priceless. Because, you got to remember, you teaching these young boys coming up. Just because you win don't mean you get to act however you want to, man. Like, you got a whole lot of people looking up to you, and you carrying the weight of a whole lot of people's aspirations. And especially in today's climate, that's one thing I wanted to ask, man. When it comes to this victory, and I mean, of course, I have my opinion about it. But when it comes to this victory, does Crawford deserve extra consideration because he's a black boxer, or is it just a solid victory for a professional athlete who won against another solid professional athlete?
Yes. No cap. Hey,
easy answer. Okay. Moving on.
Both of them. Because let me tell you why, right? Let me tell you why. Not that it has any extra significance that he's black, but I'm not gonna lie. History was made. I'm not gonna lie. This was definitely the battle of the year. This was definitely the fight of the year. And probably the most that I've enjoyed boxing probably in the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? When I was watching Crawford, bro, it was different than watching the fight, man. It was different. I wasn't happy. I wasn't ecstatic. I was proud, man. I was proud of how that man went in that ring and handled himself. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
I was proud of him too. Huh?
Why?
Because, okay, you got to think about black people, right? I just want you to think about black people, right? Just take 5 seconds before I say anything else.
That's a long time.
All right, look it. Right? So when you thought about black people, right? And black people, when they achieve something, a lot of people probably have a stigma, you know, arrogant, cocky, flashy, you know what I'm saying? Bling and everything like that. I think that what I like most about Crawford is that going into that, being the underdog and coming out of it the victor. I think I really do appreciate how he carried himself like all the way throughout. And I think that a moment that big can get to a lot of people. Like I've seen in Canelo's career times where he got wins and he was cocky, you know, like it's natural as a fighter. I think that in Canelo's career, you saw definitely when he was young, he was cocky. And then you got somebody like Floyd Mayweather who comes around and hands him his first loss. Terrence Crawford is 41-0 right now, currently as we speak. And he's still as humble as ever, man. Still training, still hitting those bags as ever. And even with all
Did you say humble?
Okay. We got to think about it, right? When I'm thinking about humble, I'm thinking about fighters like Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Who ain't never been humbled by a day in his life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm used to seeing. So, you know, when you got all these GOAT talks and you got all these comparisons flying around about, oh, who's the best pound for pound boxer in the world? Who's the greatest of all time? And now you're over here comparing all these different eras that are crossing, right? All these different eras now. They're comparing them to Floyd and to people before Floyd, right? I think that in the midst of all of that, Crawford continuing to remain humble, sticking to his game plan, you know, when he does interviews, this calm demeanor that he has about himself, man, I'm just proud of dude. It just makes me more and more proud to see how he handled this win, more so than even seeing him get the win.
So here's my question. Because you said we're going to take 5 minutes and think about black people. Is arrogance solely assigned to black athletes?
No, but it's definitely prominent amongst us the most.
According to who?
Black people.
Just everyday life and what I see go on to me. In my eyes, out my peripherals.
Mm-hmm.
I see people of our skin or people of our culture more so inclined to cling to their pride in these instances. When you cling to your pride, then it comes off that way, arrogant and big-headed and all of this. But it's just what was grown in us, a symbol of a sense of pride. But some people just take it too far. You can't put pride in everything.
So what about Conor McGregor?
Arrogant as shit.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, he is.
He's not black at all.
No, fighting.
What about?
Yep.
What about Tito Ortiz?
Yep.
Super arrogant, not black.
But every
I just say prominent, just underline is prominent amongst us. Like you could sit there and go through the books and the names, the black athletes and stars that you put down under that column will outnumber tremendously the other races. Is all I was saying. I was saying we're the only ones. I'm saying it's driven in our culture, the culture that we try to fix, the culture that was put upon us that they want us to do.
Okay. No, I mean that's definitely a perspective. I think in today's climate, I think we have fought to we have fought to be desegregated, then we fight to be segregated. You know what I mean? Like when I say we, I mean as a nation have a very separatist mindset even within ourselves. And one of the things you said, Alex, you said history was made. And I guess I'm curious as what history Are you talking about his history as far as Crawford's personal history, or what history?
Boxing history.
Boxing history, the number of belts and the number of classes by a man in his X amount of years.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. He's on top of 3 different weight divisions.
Right.
On top
He's got like 5 or 6 belts.
Yeah, he had like 5 belts. He was up there holding 5 belts, man. And on top of that, man, like usually people classify an era of boxing by a figure who they see as the best.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie. Up until Saturday, our era was classified, or our era was like, I guess. No, it was really by like Canelo. Canelo was our guy. You know what I'm saying? Like after Mayweather retired, it was kind of like, a new era of boxing came in, a new face of boxing, right? And Canelo was really that guy. Like you got other boxers who are doing it, but you could take Tank Davis, for instance, right? But you can't really say that Tank Davis is the face of boxing and he's 135 pound, like, you know what I'm saying, 5 foot, 3 or 4, like, man, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Canelo was really that guy. Like when they look at it, oh yeah, best tactical fighter of our generation, until Crawford stepped up to the plate. And Crawford, not saying that he took anything away from Canelo, but he's kind of shifted us into a new era of boxing.
Well, he did kind of take something away from Canelo. He took the dub.
He took a lot away from that man, bro. You seen the look in his face throughout that fight. He broke his pride down. He broke his muster. He broke his all of that. Hey, look, when he was done, my man ain't had no tahini left. And I love Canelo.
I mean, I have to agree. Like that was a righteous victory, straight up and down. And that victory was won by a person who went out and they worked for it. Like they worked for it. And to go back on something you said, Alex, you said Tank Davis can't be the face of boxing because he's 135 pounds. His weight ain't got nothing to do with it. It's his professionalism and his attitude. He absolutely 135 pounder can set an example for everybody else in the league. When he goes out there, he studies his opponents. And I mean, it's not the heavyweights the heavyweights look cool when they fight because you got these 2 big old dudes just start dropping meat hooks on each other, knocking each other out. But when we talk about the sweet science, it's the lighter weights that get in there and really work it out. Them lightning quick punches. And I mean, these dudes, I mean, they all, every weight class, they go the distance, right? But you really see the sweet science worked out within those lighter weights. And attitude is attitude, no matter how much you weigh. So if you come out there, you throwing hooks and you demonstrate boxing, the sweet science with that humble mindset, 135, 125 don't matter. You got people paying attention to how you move, right? Folks is using that as anyway, theoretically is how it should be, right? Because if you earned it, you earned it. And that's where I was kind of getting out originally with the question, which you pointed out. Like you said, history is made. This person went over there and they secured all these belts. And so I think we take, like I said, we take our hat off to the professionalism, the athleticism, and the respect that was earned by hard work with nothing given to nobody in that ring.
Hey, to underline that hard work part of the speech, dog. If people didn't know the difference, I would say mainly between the two, and why I look at him with a little bit more, as in Crawford, with a little bit more bling in my eye, is he really had to go through the mud and the swamps to get that fight he was at last night, y'all. Like he tried to get names. They wouldn't give him names. They said he ain't nothing. They treated him like Jake Paul. And he took everything he could get and he knocked out everyone they put in front of him. And they kept trying to play with his name. Here we are, 39 wins later. My name, giving me no fights. Whereas you got Floyd's, even Nelo's, where these they choose in their fights and they picking it strategically, like, oh, this could possibly be a good fight, but I got the outweigh. Nobody's ever going into an underdog fight when they're a champion.
Yeah.
My man was nothing but underdog the whole time. Had to fight 20,000 nobodies to get to this fight, and through all that hard work, he got to show for all them belts.
Yeah, my parlay hit. So extra history was made.
Was that?
I said, and my parlay hit. So extra history was made. Yeah.
Where we going to dinner?
Hey, no doubt. One of my homies from school, I believe he might have won a Mustang because he said thanks, Crawford. He got a video posted of him walking around this beautiful Mustang. I'm like, what? Did my man get it like that? I wasn't trying to bust him out on social media, so I didn't say anything. But I'm like, I'm assuming he's giving us a little peek at what he just secured because that show was a sexy looking bride.
He put money up. Y'all see Floyd? He put 50,000 on Crawford and he won 124,000.
Oh,
yeah. Them odds. Crawford was the underdog. If you bet on Crawford, you got paid. Those odds was good.
Yeah.
That's how much.
I wanted to catch the weigh-ins. I don't even know if they showed them, but yeah, I wanted to see the weigh-ins because I wanted to see how they was getting down, before the fight, like the approach, you know what I'm saying, before they got in the ring. Because I felt like, and I mean, I missed out on a lot of, all the build up getting into the fights, with the weigh-ins, the banter back and forth. But just from watching the fight itself, I felt like there was some respect. You know what I mean? Like I felt like there was utmost respect. And of course, at the end of the fight, there was definitely some respect shown. And I just, nowadays, man, I love to see that. I love to see professionals be professional.
110%. 110%. That's why I had to throw in that respect for Canelo for even stepping in that ring and giving it his all. Man, I think that you know what I'm saying? I think that sometimes we do forget that just because somebody lost the fight don't mean that, they're a loser or nothing like that. Or sometimes we get to respect effort and everything like that. And Canelo truly did go in there. You know what I'm saying? He gave it his best effort. No matter what, you saw him get frustrated and things like that, man, but he never gave up. You know what I'm saying? Carried himself like a champion, even after and things like that. Said a couple controversial things. I don't know if y'all saw it. He said Crawford is a better fighter than Mayweather. Canelo had fought in both of them at different points in his career. He actually named Crawford as saying, oh, yeah, Crawford's a much better fighter than Floyd. But nevertheless, he held himself like a champion. He walked out there with his head held high, man. I can't take nothing away from Canelo.
Well, and that's his opinion. He has a right to that. You know what I mean? Like he's trading punches. Now he might just be talking trash, but that man has got intimate knowledge of how both of them dudes fight. So I think he knows who gave him more of a run for his money.
We know who, bro. Look at his face throughout every other ring or every other round. His face is just like,
yeah, he was a little gassy. He was a little winded.
Like, who are you?
So we're gonna take what Canelo said at face value. Then, so do y'all agree with that? From our perspectives as viewers, are we saying that Crawford is better than Floyd?
That's how I feel.
So I think it really depends on I guess what approach you want to take to this. We saying pound for pound, blow for blow. I think we're gonna have to look at we have to go back and start comparing numbers, man. If they both were to get into the ring, I think Floyd is a little more strategic in how he manipulates the ring, right? And I'll give Floyd that. Like he knows how to play that game in that ring. You don't think so?
I wasn't saying about Floyd. That was just an interjection on that man came to a very strategic fight the other night to keep Nello off of his toes, wiggling back and forth. He had that whole strategic game plan.
Wait, so there's when I say manipulating the ring, I mean I'm talking about the rules back and forth. Like if you look at Floyd, he's crafty. I'm not saying Crawford is not. Crawford won, bro. He won by strategy. So I'm not taking that away from him. I'm saying I think there's a difference in their style of fighting. And I think when it comes to, and I'm trying to choose my words. I'm gonna say I think that Mayweather may be a little more street smart, a little more crafty in certain regards. Like to me, Crawford is a fighter. Like he's a smart fighter, and he's not relying on any extras to win that fight. And that's not taking anything away from Floyd. It's saying he knows how to manipulate the ring. He knows how to manipulate them rules. You know what I'm saying? A little more. So he's smart. You know what I mean? Crawford is tactical. And so I don't know if that's making sense. I'm just saying they have different resources to rely on. So
they
I
definitely
guess
got different styles.
yeah. So
I feel like I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I feel like that Mayweather is more of a defensive fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All he want to do is defend his belt, so he just gonna stick his shoulder up, poke you with his elbow. You know what I'm saying? Running around the ring. Crawford is somebody who's built to try to conquer. He was trying to conquer. He wasn't just being someone who was just defending a title. He was trying to conquer a title. So you know what I'm saying? It's totally two different approaches, in my opinion, to those two different styles. I don't know if you really could compare them to each other, as you know what I'm saying. And you look at Mayweather's record, 50-something wins, 0 losses at his retirement. And you look at Crawford, if he did talk about return, but he's still younger. He's still got like a younger punch coming out at the end of his career, and he could actually, if he stays on this trajectory, he can definitely dominate Floyd Mayweather's record.
Thank you.
So having more belts doesn't make him better
No.
I'd
in
say
the weight
makes him more
classes and the
accomplished.
fashion.
No.
Because okay,
No. Okay. Let me.
that
ask
was a speech from Roy Jones. That's why I brought that up. But go ahead.
Yeah. No. Okay. So let me ask you this, man. When y'all was growing up, who was the dopest boxer you ever heard about?
Honestly, for
Mike
me,
Tyson.
it was Mike Tyson. I heard of Muhammad Ali, but
Okay.
I watched HBO pay-per-views of Mike Tyson. And
Yeah,
I was
y'all
actually
some young-
pissed
y'all
the
some
very
young
first
bulls.
time that we paid for this pay-per-view and he knocked the bro out in like first round, 10, 15
Yeah.
minutes. I had never been so excited and upset in my life that I finally get to see a fight. And where's the fight? They were like, this is it.
Okay.
That's what he does. I'm like, oh.
So that further helps my point that I'm about to make, man. When I was growing up, Mike Tyson was my favorite boxer. He could do no wrong. This dude was, you never stepped in the ring with that dude because you was going to get knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And I talked about as a kid, I was like, Mike Tyson's the greatest fighter ever. And I got schooled real quickly by old school cats. No, young man. He's the greatest of this era. He ain't the greatest of all eras. And they started going down the line that they didn't even touch on Muhammad Ali. That's the crazy part, because they was going with, Sugar Ray Robinson and, the Joe Louis and all these dudes. You know what I'm saying? And then they got to
Foreman.
Joe Frazier, George Foreman, and then they got to Muhammad Ali, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then each one of these dudes lost fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't have to be undefeated and they didn't have to have 5 belts, but everybody knew that them dudes was the best dudes ever. And then it got to this new era where you looking at, for me, Mayweather is the greatest defensive fighter I've ever seen. Hands down, because you couldn't get a lick on him. And there were some dudes that I really thought was going to get him. I thought
Pretty
Canelo
Boy
was going
Floyd.
to get him. I thought Pretty Boy, you know what I'm saying? Or no, what's his name was going to get him.
Pacquiao.
And,
They said Pacquiao.
yeah, Pacquiao. I thought Pacquiao was going to get him, but Pretty Boy Floyd, man, you couldn't put a finger on dude because he was very deceptively quick in that ring, and he was very decisive when he did hit you. So he would get the points and make sure they counted, and then he would just move away from you. It was a stick and move, Mac. Stick and move, Mac. That's all he did.
That's what I was trying to point out. I'm sorry, my bad vernacular, but that's what I was trying to say. When I say he manipulates the ring, like he knows how to use his space.
Yes.
He knows how to use them rules. Like, 18 said he's gonna play the game till you get worn out and you slip up and you make a mistake, and then he's capitalizing on that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We're like you said, I mean, I feel like Crawford is more in your face. And like I said, at the end of the day, we're looking at numbers. Crawford ain't done yet. So it's if I'm saying to me, if Canelo, who's gotten into the ring with both of these individuals, says, hey, I feel like this is the better fighter, I'm like, bro, you know something we don't, because I ain't never taken a punch off of Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And I think you got to give dude his, you got to give him his. I mean, he's definitely accomplished. And I look at the number of belts. I'm like, that's an accomplished fighter.
Right.
Does that make him the greatest? No, but does it make him well
Right.
accomplished? Absolutely. What you got, Alex?
It does. Hey, let's not forget though. I didn't hear anybody say anything about Sugar Ray Leonard up in here.
I did. I did.
That's probably before I got my headphones, man. I didn't.
He said, who did you grow up with thinking was the best fighder? I said Sugar Ray Leonard. And I said, y'all young. If y'all thought Tyson, Sugar Ray was
because it was before Tyson though. Because when I was little, ever since I was 3, I love boxing, and Sugar Ray Leonard was my favorite boxer from when I was 3 until we was introduced to Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Sugar Ray.
And then that's a whole other weight class, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. I just never saw him personally, but like, Roy Jones.
Adjust your mic, cuz.
Oh, all right, baby. All right, I'm gonna just get closer. But look. Here's the thing, right? Because we could take Canelo's word at face value, and we could sit here and say, all right, he says that Crawford's a way better fighter, right? But there could also be an ulterior motive to that. Like, think about it this way. You know, Canelo naming Crawford as the better fighter, right, instantly boosts Crawford's like legacy. And like, because somebody who hopping in the ring with both of them named Crawford as the better fighter, that could be a whole propaganda stunt right there in itself. On top of that, that saves a little bit of face for Canelo. You know, it kind of like hypes up something. It kind of like hypes up something. Like, oh yeah, that loss is not as bad because I might have lost in my prime to Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. You know, I lost in my prime to Crawford. Crawford is the better fighter. It also throws up the possibility. Okay, boom. Now it's in talks. We're talking now about Crawford being the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Now we are comparing them. And those comparisons a lot are made possible by that one comment that Canelo made. So as much as it could be the truth, this could also be a tactical like scheme to maybe set up other fights for the future, maybe insert Crawford into certain conversations that he wasn't in before, or just whatever, man. You know, that could be a whole PR. Or it could be vindictive.
Hey, without anybody saying anything after that fight, bro, you know what time it was. He didn't need no co-signing from Nello, no none of that. Like propaganda, all that. I get what you're saying, but if you don't talk, his face getting hit and his torso turning 360 and then turning back like he was possessed by a ghost, that talks. You know what I'm saying? For a man to come up 2 weight classes, do some things like that. Also, I don't think it's fair to say that Canelo is in his prime right now. I don't think that's considered Canelo's prime. I think Canelo's prime, in all honesty, I think Canelo's prime was like within the last, I'd probably say, I'll take a year off of it, maybe 2 years. I don't think he's been in his prime. Like you get older, you know, he might hit harder, but he's not the same Canelo he was when he fought. That's just, and again, that's my opinion.
So I think there's some truth to that, but I would also say in his older age, he's also wiser. So what his body can't do, his brain makes up for. And I'm saying that because I'm gonna put myself in that boat. You know what I mean? Like, I can't move like I used to, but I'm smart enough now that if I gotta move like that, I'm probably just gonna shoot you. No.
Yeah, exactly. And he should have, because when you get hit that many times, you can't be thinking and fighting. You just done.
Yeah, but I think his statements, though, you know, I don't think his statement is that far fetched. Like I hear what you bringing up, Alex, and I thought about that. It might be antagonistic. You know what I mean? It might be the CYA. Like, I took L from somebody who was way better than this other dude. And it may be, but I don't know that it's that far off, right? And again, we're also going to consider the fact that we'll say it's a sincere statement. This is through his eyes because of the challenge that it presented to him, right? We look at it from a different lens because we're not in the ring. So we're looking at it from numbers. We're looking at it from, a third party perspective, like, hey, how do we feel like he performed? And we're trying to picture what it would be like to have him and Mayweather square off. Whereas the one person who's actually been in there and trading sweat and blows with these dudes, makes a statement. So yeah, I would think if it was a really like out of left field statement, then sure, it would be easy to see the tactics behind it. But I mean, I think, and there's a lot that goes into that statement. He's also looking at character, right? Like, hey man, this dude's character, I think, is way better than my previous opponents. The way he conducted himself leading into it, the hard work he put into it, and the way he's conducted himself with the victory, I think this is a better opponent. And so again, I don't think that's far-fetched. And that's not taking anything away from Mayweather. By no means. I don't think there's anything you can take away from Mayweather, bro. I think he's earned his, right? We're just talking about a person's perspective. And of course, if you say you feel differently, cool. That's your perspective based on where you're sitting, you know what I mean, in this fight. We know he earned his flowers for sure. No matter, what do we want to call him? An athlete, a professional, a black athlete. He earned his victory. And everybody understands that.
No cap. I think I just got hung up on, you could say Crawford's a better fighter, or in my opinion, Crawford's the better fighter.
Yeah.
Then it's different to say, oh, Crawford's a way better fighter than Mayweather. It feels different. I was gonna say, like, didn't it feel different? Didn't it feel like it came from like a different place? No cap, it kind of sounded hating,
Yeah.
50-0 really ain't nothing you could take away from him, but that don't mean that people ain't gonna try.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the other thing is, he might personally feel the better challenge was given by Crawford because Crawford went at him. Crawford was not afraid to tarnish his record to get that title. Like none of that mattered to him. He's still hungry fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going in. And you didn't really see that in the later years with Mayweather, man. Like Mayweather was really just playing a lot of defense and being very surgical, very tactical with the points he manufactured for himself. Crawford, I didn't see that. Crawford was not being surgical. Crawford was like, I'm taking you out. You're standing in my way to getting to the top, and I'm taking you out, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you got to go, but it's your turn, and next year it'll be the next guy's turn.
And that is exactly the sentiment that he carries too. And people try to say arrogant. No, he ain't arrogant. He just said, "Hey, I'm gonna win because I came to win. I'm prepared, and I'm on my stuff."
Humble.
Yeah, for real. But he is precisely to the point of "I told you so." Like when you were talking about standing in there and going blow for blow and stuff with him, and that he put his career on the line, like. Yeah, he was in there. Like he stood in there. They did the whole creed in the middle. He walked around. He fought at every different aspect of the game with Nello. But after watching that post conference of, the interview, it was like he was like, I knew I was gonna do it. People said I couldn't do it. I had to show y'all I could do it. And that sentiment was proven in his 12 rounds, man. Like he said, you saw no fear in his eyes. My man stood square up. My man, whatever it took, he showed you.
He came to fight, and I think that's what it's what we're saying when people misses that. He came to fight. There were some times though I felt like, I didn't catch the strategy at first because I felt like he wasn't as aggressive as he probably needed to be, being that he's challenging the champ, right? But his strategy is Canelo got comfortable, and he capitalized on it. And he came to fight. You know what I mean? He fought his fight. And like I said, I mean, it's both of them earned their respect in there, man. Like Canelo earned his respect. And then so for Crawford to go in and get that dub, which is an undisputable win, like he earned his respect across the board. If you're into boxing, you got to give him his flowers. And I think that's where, like, if we could take this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna kind of step out of the conversation a little bit, but if we could take this mentality and apply it to so many other facets within day-to-day life, right? Like, hey, man, this person came through and they wrecked shop. The only thing I'm paying attention to is that person's professionalism and work ethic. Like, they did that, unquestionable. You know what I'm saying? And get back to that attitude. Like, I think we would flourish the same way Crawford did. He didn't come in there with no stigmatisms, bro. He's like, I came here to work, bro. I came here to throw these hands. And we already know what type of fighter Canelo is. I mean, we obviously knew what type of fighter Crawford was before he got there. He's still proving himself regardless, right? We know Canelo's showing up to do business. So nobody questioning that. You know what I'm saying? So we got two people who came in there straight professionals, bro. And they set an example both inside and outside that ring.
Yes, sir.
Agreed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, hey, what's up? Yeah. Hey, anybody else get into some music?
Hey, yeah, that's exactly what I'm about to say, man.
What up, man?
Hey, man.
Before y'all get into that music, right? How y'all feel about Floyd hopping in the ring with Mike Tyson next year?
Oh,
You know that, right?
Oh.
Hey, go get to the music. That ain't right. No, that ain't right. That ain't. If he hit that man one time, it's gonna look like Dragon Ball Z. Now that's not happening, dog.
This is about to be the era of, what do they call it? Prequels.
Hey, it ain't gonna be Pretty Boy Floyd. He gonna look like Quasimodo, dog. We don't do that to him.
Bro, they're both older. You know what I'm saying? Where one has speed, the other has strength. But the thing is, do either one of them have endurance?
I think
Tyson
Mayweather does.
showed his endurance in there with Paul, and I think he threw that fight for money. I think that Paul should win.
It was.
But again,
I
that's
heard it was in the
perspective, too.
contract.
Well, it's just for entertainment. I mean, we getting there expecting to see a fight. You just, at this point, you just silly. You might as well go ahead and watch Rocky.
Huh?
It's just for entertainment, y'all. Neither one of them is trying to walk out of there and go to the hospital.
Yeah, go watch Creed. Creed Part 2.
Yeah,
It's more entertaining.
They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe,
They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get them.
feel safe,
They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get
feel
them.
safe,
They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get them.
feel safe.
Feel safe, feel safe. If you hear it, this it's a bit too late. This is for my shotters, hold up block, hot stock with the fully on toppers. And ain't nobody can stop us. Put respect on my name, boy, give me my propers. My kids these days expensive pasta and lobster. I'm on go, my life's more like a movie or mobster. I'm a monster, I'm a motherfucking monster. Up, down, down, PAPA, leg start like it's Contra. 99 lives, nigga, 99 problems. I'm cocky, keep them dark, socked in the heart, nigga.
They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe,
They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get them.
feel safe,
They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get
feel
them.
safe,
They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get them.
Feel safe, feel safe. If you hear it, this it's a bit too late. This is for my shotters, hold up block, hot stock with the fully on toppers.
Looking ass niggas, some male 7 squares. Got no equation, no answer, they just there, sucking up there. Swear they don't care, but all said and done, they shouldn't be here. He kept us quiet, nothing like a rat. Something like the snapback, yeah, I start riots. Never forget what to never just consider. Just remember, I come with gorillas. A tisket, a tasket, your ass asking for it. Yes, indeed, I give you what you need. I high side as I proceed. Cause I got these bitches, tears, do you feel me? They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get them.
feel safe,
They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get them.
feel safe,
They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get
feel
them.
safe,
They some looking ass niggas lurking through the door like a nigga won't get them.
feel safe,
Feel safe, feel safe. If you hear it, this it's a bit too late. This is for my shotters, hold up block, hot stock with the fully on toppers. Feel safe, feel safe. If you hear it, this it's a bit too late. This is for my shotters, hold up block, hot stock with the fully on toppers.
Nah, this is lit. Crash out, I know her hand scraped up. I already know, bro. Boom! not off the clip. Oh, bro, tight. I know he tight. This next one, I seen it earlier. Boom! Not frontward out the cart, bro. They out here crashing out, son. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, wow. I know she hit that muffin top for sure. Like, boom! Oh, into the trees is crazy, bro. Come here. What's wrong with you? Crash out. Hey, yo, where this at, bro? Oh, wow. Clink. Crash. Yo, it's major crash outs in here, bro. Like, look at them. Just toss him over the cart like that. Oh, yeah. Boom! Like, what you thought? You cut the corner too sharp, bro. Like, I meant too wide. What you doing? Like, you coming down the hill, bro. Dang. Boom! Right into that stop, bro. Yeah.
The Midi Lab Show.
So I'm getting to the car. I hear fire, 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 fire. At least by 7 rounds. So I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking. Doing little Kim. Trying to get my baby in the car, then I throw my baby in the car. I hear fire, 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 fire. So I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking. Doing little Kim. So I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking. Doing little Kim. Fire, 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 fire. So I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking. Doing little Kim.
The Midi Lab Show.
We only drop hits on We Love Radio.
Hey, I'm snitching, I'm telling, I'm snitching, I'm telling. Bah, 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 bah. That's my gig. I almost started doing the smees to that. Hey, that's
that was better than Over It.
Huh. Oh, stop.
Again. I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, doing a little Kim.
Hey, that Mario Kart shit was dope.
Hey, don't you do Mario like that. That was not Mario Kart. They over there playing Mortal Kombat Kart. They was playing Terrence Crawford Kart. The people was getting stuck, y'all. That was not Mario Kart. It's Mario Kart friendly. You get hit with shells and bananas. These things was breaking bones and getting fractures.
Hey, they got a new theme song. I'm whipping, I'm crashing, I'm whipping, I'm crashing. Bah, 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 bah.
He needs some milk.
Drip.
Hey, my question is, why was homie climbing out the car like he didn't know that they was about to just run up on him like that? They didn't give him the safety brief.
He was ducking.
You know what I mean? Like he didn't get the safety brief. They didn't tell him. That's what got out. He got. He got out the car.
Do what the fuck you gotta do. What's up? Do what the fuck you gotta do. You think I'm fucking afraid of you, dude? What's up? I'm scared. I'm scared. I got this guy coming at me. I'm gonna get your leg, okay? I just want to twist it on you. Get your leg, all right?
The Midi Lab Show.
And I would not have told him how many chips he had.
Calm down, the casino in Albuquerque, y'all. Y'all need to calm down, man.
He got
like
put
Sandia,
to sleep.
like Sandia Casino, huh? What's up? Hey, what's up?
He got put to sleep.
Mike Tyson blood in the face.
This is what happens. Keeping it real goes wrong. Oh no! The Subway, that was worse. We'll make a Subway clip out of that.
You don't have to like that. That was it right there. I heard the contact, bro. He slept him. Like homie took that straight to the neck.
He needs some milk.
It was 2 hits.
He got Tank Davis.
Oh, 2 hits. I saw 1. There was not 2 hits.
It was 2 hits, bro.
Yeah,
the dude hit the dude in the chin, and then the dude that got hit in the chin hit the floor.
Hit the flow.
2 hits.
All right, so what about this one right here?
Are you playing right now, man? Playing with who? Are you playing right now? Playing what? Why you switch that shit on me? I didn't see you, bro. You little. You act like I see you. You wanna take this outside, man? I'll pop a crack in your ass, motherfucker. You gonna shoot me? Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you, motherfucker. What? Why you smash that shit on me like that, man? I see your ass, boy. Who the fuck you calling boy, man? You, boy. You really wanna do here, man? Okay, then leave me alone, cause I didn't see your no ass. Is that how you wanna play? You think this funny? Who's laughing? I ain't fucking laughing, motherfucker. Laughing at you too little, boy. You better go on. You better go on. Go on. I told you I didn't see you. You smacked that shit like that on me. You didn't see me? You wanna fight? Come on, let's fight then.
The Midi Lab Show.
Too much talking.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
They already
going back.
You should know. Just leave the Vietnamese people alone. They ain't playing around, bro.
Yeah, they know.
That remind me of the Simone cats, bro.
Yeah.
That remind me of Simone cats back in Cali, but you stupid little kid. You stupid little bitch.
Hey, no, that one would have got ran, dog. That one, he just talked way too much, dog. If that was Bree, like, hey, let's do this perspective. Let's say A2 was shopping at Home Depot, and that man thought he was a half inch taller than him, and put that stuff on. Hey, he wouldn't even let it push. He would have touched him, he'd have punched through it, and it would have broke instead of moved to the side. And then the dude would have been on the ground, just like the other one. Like, he's talking. It's just when you talk too much, there ain't much you gonna do.
No, I would have came at dude with that same accent. I would have came at him with that same accent because I told y'all already I am now Asian Pacific Islander or something like that. I would have been talking just like homie. Fuck you doing, man?
He was on that in his own way.
He was hot. He was fired up.
Yo, what the fuck you doing, man? You fucking with me?
Yeah.
Fuck you up. Fuck you up, fool. You think I'm a little kid? I'm a little kid. You know, stupid little kid. You stupid little kid. You smarter than you stupid little kid.
Hey, I'm telling you, leave them alone.
Man,
I don't know why y'all
leave him
keep
alone,
playing.
man. He only eating bananas and turkey right now, man.
Need some milk.
Hey, didn't he already tell him I'm gonna shoot you? And he still proceeded to say, all right, let's go fight then. He gonna go outside and be ducking and dodging.
Ducking, he ducking, and dodging.
Pa, 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 pa.
So I'm getting to the car. I hear fire, 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 fire. At least by 7 rounds. So I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking. Doing little Kim. Trying to get my baby in the car, then I throw my baby in. I hear fire, 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 fire. So I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking. Doing little Kim. So I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking. Doing little Kim. Fire, 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 fire. So I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking. Doing little Kim.
The Midi Lab Show.
Hey, if somebody don't take that and put lyrics on it, I'm about to be hostile.
Let's MIDI that. Let's MIDI it.
Hey, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Hey, Twin Theory, what y'all gonna do with that?
Hey, I drop a verse on that. I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging. Do a little Kim. Hey, I'm like, hey,
Hell, what you gonna do to that?
licking it, daddy, had to get me good.
Hey, look, we need to do that and then go perform at the Vatican. What? I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging. Doing little Kim.
I told you he was black.
Hey, got the Pope gigging. Have him come on stage doing the get low.
Hey, you gotta fill me in. You gotta fill me in on the Clipse thing, the Vatican thing. I have no idea.
What? You know about the birds? Know what I'm saying?
What?
They did the pivotal song.
Hey, let's fill him in. Come on, somebody fill him in. Let's go. It was already a segue.
Hey, let's leave it up to the one who got us some strikes. Go ahead and fill him in, Strike Man.
Oh yeah. First off, you're welcome.
He threw him.
I'm messing with you. Y'all love.
No. Since you want to be like, because I watched it. Oh yeah, I see a couple people who was in there with me too. So it went alone. You know what I'm saying? I see a couple people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mike Geddes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Nisha Shanae. You know what I'm saying? They was in there with me, reacting.
Doing little Kim.
You know what I'm saying? It was a good performance. You know what I'm saying? It was a good performance, definitely, man. They had opera in there. It was you know what I'm saying? They had the whole orchestra in there, man. It was honestly beautiful, and stuff like that. Pharrell got up there. He made like a real good speech about, you know what I'm saying, when it came to unity, loving thy neighbor, keeping God first and everything, man. Pharrell got up there. He was real well spoken with them gold grills in his mouth, man, and them fat ass sunglasses on, man. Like, I was honestly super proud. And then John Legend came up there. He performed Glory from the Selma song. And then, you know what I'm saying, Clipse came through. They performed and they did their thing with John Legend on stage, man. It was honestly something super special to see. If you haven't seen that, I encourage you to go check it out on your own time. I will say, go check it out on LXL Universe, man. But they had me ducking and dodging and ducking and dodging and copying, writing. Yeah, it's down. They blocked my video, y'all. So go watch it. It was definitely good.
That same night, the Clipse had did that show at the Vatican, and by the way, they was the first artist ever to ever do a show at the Vatican. They made history just by that alone. You know what I'm saying? But that same night is the same night that Crawford whooped that butt on Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And it just brought me to that verse on Euphoria with K-Dot when he was like, you Terrence Crawford, you Terrence, what's his name?
Crawford?
The writer, so you Terrence Crawford, boy, I'm whooping feet. What was that? Terrence something.
You talking about?
I just said, dude, man, I'm a little parking right now, so
it wasn't Martin. That's not Martin, but it's Terrence.
Terrence. Come on, Terrence Howard.
No. The writer, someone like writing story and like, I'm Terrence Crawford, boy, I'm whooping feet. Beat you down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, you kind of.
Yeah,
you breaking up a little bit. Say what now?
I got the internet right now, man. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You're breaking up though.
You Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford, boy, I'm whooping feet. Terrence Thornton is if you look him up, he a writer. He writing stories. He's telling you, buddy, you just writing stories, making up stuff. You know, I'm in here undefeated and I'm whooping feet. You know what I mean? For y'all don't know what whooping feet mean, y'all from somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? It's like wipe your nose. You know what I mean? That's the West Coast version of wipe your nose. Whoop your feet, knock you out your shoes, homie. Leave your socks still on. And your shoes out, homie. Or it might mean it's like
I hear a bunch of digital noise.
That's what that means.
Oh, okay. Yep. Hey, so 18 had a question about the whole Vatican performance piece, and I wanted to put that question out there. Some feedback.
What was the question?
I'm sorry, Jag Wizzle. Jag Wizzle Thizzle Pizzle. Where's that question at?
Which one?
The question. The one you said you weren't gonna forget.
Oh, he sure did. Yep, you got me. Hey, it was some good Cali stuff. I'm sorry.
Epic.
Such a sad business.
Epic.
I mean,
Wait, hold up.
gosh.
No, I got you. Give me a sec.
Oh no, sir. No. It's
He needs some milk.
Sure do.
How about you just not get it?
He needs some milk.
Hey.
Step into my office. Why? Because you're fucking fired.
Fired.
Yeah. It's a done deal. It's bullshit. So I remember what the question was.
You just wanted some smoke.
No, I wanted you to ask the way you brought it up the other night because we were supposed to stir up and get the ambiance cracking, and you smoked it all away.
I know it had to tie it all together with the boxing and the other part, but yeah.
No, it did. It did not. It did not. Not at all, sir. Just sad business.
Come hit me then.
The question is, do you think that the performance at the Vatican was tied to the first nomination of a black bishop to be pope?
Ooh,
sir.
No, that was one of them. That just wasn't the one I was thinking. You're right though.
That was the one. That was the one we discussed.
That was the one.
Jag.
Hey, that was what. Hey, you're right. That was going to be the main. But wasn't there a piece that was tying it all in from the beginning, from the Crawford to the?
No.
Well, no.
Yeah.
No. That was the piece that we were supposed to.
I'm take it for now. Okay, I'm down.
You messing up the rotation.
I'm on a whole new time frame. I don't got my computer.
You about to get kicked out the cipher, bro. You messing up the whole rotation.
Hey, everybody stand back. Coming in hot. Stand back.
There we go.
Got him.
Waiting
for the least.
Had to get him right.
Waiting on it.
Had to get you right.
Nothing.
Yeah.
That was the question, though. And I thought, we was like, "Oh, that's a hot one right there," because that's about to stir up a lot of conversation. At least we thought it was.
We were starting to debate that on Monday. We heard the question and they had to control us. Like, hold on, man, no, because I need to talk about this.
Right? So they went all the way Donald Trump. Like, what about the algorithm? The algorithm. There's many people investing into the business. We have rich people getting into, but we like, what about the algorithm? Have all the rich companies coming in and taking the business, and they're getting the business, and they're getting rich, and everybody's getting rich. I don't know shit about the algorithm.
Yeah, so I feel like the momentum was just the life was sucked right out of that question. I want my money back.
Epic fail, man. Epic fail.
I'm getting a refund.
That was your fault. You don't want to talk to much, bro. Come on.
I'm getting a refund.
Oh man. Well.
And now he's talking shit and we can't even hear him. That's the funny part.
So he's side busting his own comments.
Hey.
No. I had muted because I'm talking too much. Okay, I'm talking much. I ain't saying nothing. I just said so.
Hey, so anyway, tapping in on that question, man. Huh? You breaking up?
I ain't say shit.
Oh, okay. So tapping in on that question, man. That question, I thought that was a pretty legit question. I mean, I thought it was well inspired, all the way up to the point that it was forgotten. But that, wondering if one is tied into another, and I think. I don't think the Clipse performance was a consolation prize. Hey, what's up with OLV? Got the Raiders Network in there.
Hey, what's good?
Yeah. I want to say that's Oakland and Las Vegas. I believe that's wasted talent, isn't it?
That's the homie.
Yeah, that's what's
the
happening.
homie, man.
What's happening?
It is.
But
lovely.
I don't think it was a consolation prize. I think we're seeing an evolution. And I believe this is just my opinion, right? If you look at the history of the Catholic Church, right? Catholic means universal. It's universal because after the Council of Nicaea, led by Constantine, roughly 350 years after Christ died, they took a lot of the various religious practices and combined them. And they combined them under what they considered to be the umbrella of Christianity. But they did maintain a lot of Gentile practices, and they basically just put Jesus's name on it. So where they had their polytheistic views, having multiple gods. If you guys know anything about Roman mythology, you had the one true God, and then you have the demigods, right? Just like Greek mythology, you had Zeus, and then you have all the demigods. Same exact principle, but they changed that to Catholicism. So you have God, and then you have Jesus and Mary, who, even though they won't admit, are pretty much a parallel. And then you have all the saints, and all these play the role of demigod, right? And so they changed names, but they kept practices. And so they've been this, what we would consider a progressive church, even up to the point where a few years ago, the Pope was in mosques, which in the Middle East, which is not allowed. If you're not a practicing Muslim, you're not allowed to go into the mosque. You have to receive special permission. Here he is in Saudi Arabia. Not only is he going into mosques, but he's going into the mosque with cameras following him. And he's praying over Muslims, and then he's allowing Muslims to use the mosques in New York. So they have Muslims actively praying in the mosque, getting their prayer time. I'm sorry, within the churches, the cathedrals. I apologize. So he's allowing Muslims the use of the cathedrals in New York. So we have this progressive movement within the Catholic Church, and things are changing. They said there's conversations of whether or not they're going to change their stance on homosexuality, and they said they wanted to lighten some of their policies on that to increase the membership of the church. So kind of relaxing standards. I'm not sure how far that's going. I know some of that was kind of pulled back, so to speak, but they thought they were about to start recognizing gay marriages and things like that. And I know there's been at least some conversation about that, but we're seeing another evolution of progression, right? And so,
can I show you something that can I show you? I think you
yeah run it.
Midi Lab Show. The Midi Lab Show.
Every Thursday night, the Midi Lab Show.
That's one of my favorite vids right there. My man was getting sick with it.
Yes, that's dope.
I'm gonna keep that in rotation, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a better one for you. I'll shoot it to you, but that's that progression right there. They hood walking now. If you didn't know, they got their own sea walk. It's called the Catholic walk.
Is that right?
It depends on. Yeah, I mean they doing it all through Cali right now. They right before communion, they see walk down the aisle.
Damn.
So you ain't got no excuse if you tell I'm not ready to go to church. Go on to Catholic church, right? They cracking 40s of Welch's grape juice.
Yep.
Wow. I mean? And sea walking down the aisle.
Sea walking
on the altar.
Get you your cookie and your glass of wine. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be good.
See, that was Catholic walking.
Classic walking.
Man, my wife when she was a young girl, in the church, she got in the middle. They started dancing, and she got there and she started twerking.
Dude.
Yeah, she's twerking for Jesus, man.
Oh no, I heard that term at it was a Christian concert. It was some years ago, and it was one of the pastor's wives that got up there, and it was a show called Preachers of Hollywood, I think, and that's the first time I heard that, twerking for Jesus. I was like, boy, they about to set that stage on fire.
Man, let's play some music.
Hey,
let's play some music. Let's play some music.
Naked. I love this song.
Gray.
Make it great.
Naked. Gray.
You are now watching the Midi Lab Show.
Gray.
90 racks for the watch, 30 stacks for the chain, a 50 bar for the medallion, diamonds drippy like the rain. Lord Development Houses where I was taught to talk my talk. In the thick of the smudge, the slime on the twilight crosswalk. A young factor having really spinning blue notes in a drought. Living for the moment, fuck further out. Color hot by my kidney, MCM bill. Fucker won't beef, I'll make him a patty meal. Come and see you about something. Send my crash dummy. He ain't from Japan, but he like to play kamikaze. Your bitch got sloppy toppy off the ginger ale and jack. She got that hot throat with a built-in thermos. I'm smoking agricultural vegetation in the backseat on in place. In the 2019 with the dealership plates, insurance and registration. Garnish and decorated with all the topics and all fixed. We don't fuck with turf dirt. We only fuck with Dixie.
Some niggas tryna take what's yours. Take a stand out to take one first. Back him up, but only take one verse. With white chalk, I make him paint your curve. These hoe niggas tryna take what's yours. Take a stand out to take one first. Back him up, but only take one verse. With white chalk, I make him paint your curve.
Pay a $400 water bill? I do not have the money, okay? Did you hear me? Well, in a time of austerity, don't you think it's... How much you owe? We owe $440. I do not have the money. You say you don't have money to pay your bill. Did you hear me? But your water's still on, though, isn't it? Yeah. Well, don't you think your water should be turned off if you're not paying your bill? No, it should not be. You know, one of these days you're gonna corner me and I'm gonna kick your ass. Okay? Now one of these days you're gonna corner me and I'm gonna kick your ass. Now I gave you a goddamn answer. And I asked you a follow-up question. I gave you a fucking answer. Now one of these days I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. And it might be this goddamn one. Now you got your fucking answer. Now get out of my goddamn face. I ain't bullshitting with you. Now I'll take that fucking camera and wrap it around your goddamn head. Now one of these days you're gonna grab me wrong fucking minute. Now I give you my fucking answer, okay? Okay. We got a meeting. Now I ain't bullshitting with you. We got a meeting. Now you scared him, but I'll kick your goddamn ass, boy. I ain't bullshitting with you. We got a meeting. Son of a bitch.
The Midi Lab Show.
He was a little salty. He was a little hot.
He was upset about his water bill.
He was an angry elf. Oh my god.
He was salty.
I understood where he was coming.
He didn't have to get up in the corner like that.
He got at him, boy. He was fired up. He said, "I'm gonna kick your GD behind, boy."
I feel like the reporter caught the wrath of maybe the people that was on the other end of the water bill situation.
Right.
I've been there. Me and L been there together.
Oh yeah, we didn't. Mike G and I will go buy some equipment for the studio, and then our lights get shut off.
I remember. Hey, we see the thing is that reporter had a small little can of mace.
Oh yeah, it'd been over.
That'd have been perfect.
Yeah,
a little, yeah, just a little something.
Right.
Hey L, remember when they turned off the phone bill? They turned off the phone.
Oh yeah, how far?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden one day, we had a call come in. It was like the wrong number, and we were like, "What number did you dial?" And they told us what it was, and we were like, "Okay, thank you." And we started handing that out to people.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they started calling us. We can't call out, but you could call us. Here's the
you
number.
Call us,
because they still had to provide service in order for us to dial 911.
Right. That's I forgot all about that.
That's old school.
Oh,
that was
my
old
God.
school. But hey, man, so
we disrespected that house phone.
Used it up like it ain't nobody's business.
Because we know everybody in Fairfield, and you know we didn't have a lot of Sacramento calls. You know what I mean? We're dialing out back home, Vallejo, Fairfield, Vacaville. You know what I mean? That was long distance.
Yeah, it was terrible, bro.
Yeah, our bill was crazy.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That's funny. Hey, look, Matt talking about Catholic walking next to the Muslim mumble rap. Black Israelites coming soon for sure. Hey, while you playing though, the Black Israelites, they already got a couple artists out there. I've heard some of their little raps, boy. They angry too. They are hot. The Black Israelites and the Nation of Islam, to me, the only difference is the mention of the Prophet Muhammad between the two. Otherwise, they run such a strong parallel. We see such an adaptation of Christianity happening these days that there's every form of, Christian labeled religious practices that one could think of, and I'm sure there's more to come, but it's just wild. And that's what I was getting at, talking about the Catholic Church, being the universal church. When they talk about, again, this is my opinion, when they talk about one world religion, I see Catholicism being that one world religion, because even though Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world, and there's reason to that, right? Like, they're very aggressive when it comes to spreading Islam. Everything else still outnumbers that, right? And so at some point, everybody else is be like, yeah, no more of that, right? Like, I mean, we have things happening here in this country and other allied nations, you know what I'm saying, that very well could lead to problems down the road. And at some point, somebody's going to say, like, we're not having that. But the difference between the two is the spread of Catholicism has a tendency to be more tasteful. And that in both cases, when it comes to Islam and Catholicism, it's been my experience, because I did study Islam, and I was actually raised in a Catholic family, that there's a heavy reliance on works. Right? There's a lot of Catholics that believe because they go to church, they receive the communion, they do their Our Fathers, the Rosary, and the Hail Marys, that they're good to go because it's in what they do. Muslims definitely believe that. As a Muslim, it is absolutely about your actions, about you making salat 5 times a day, making sure you're participating in Eid, making sure, you know what I mean, you're adhering to Ramadan, that you don't miss a day. And so you have all these practices that rely on one's work versus, a faith where you identify that there's no way your works will ever deliver you from your impending consequence. But because it's all works based, if you go do your confession, if you make it to church, you get your communion, you're good to go. Right? As long as you do these things, you're good to go. And there's a real threat there. So I see Catholicism trying to bridge a gap between peoples, because they're taking the opportunity to do so. Right? We're gonna snatch up something we know that these young people like. And not only that, but take advantage of the fact that one of those rappers is a professed Christian, right? Malice changed his name to No Malice and began Christian rap. Right. Now he's back rapping with his brother. You know what I mean? And they're both trying to do something that's more conscious. So yeah, snatch that up. Catholic Church has been trying to show for the last couple of years, hey, we're progressive. Come on down to Mass.
Yeah. This might all be better served for, the dialogue, man, but I'm going to contradict some of what you're saying, bro.
And then, not to interrupt, but I'm going to play a clip after you get that, so then we can kind of move to the final segment.
Okay.
Just
Okay. For sure. Now, as a Mexican American, sir, with the last name of Gomez, I got a lot of family members that are Catholic, so I can speak on a lot of people that I know are Catholic that go to church twice a year. Mm-hmm. All right. You know what I'm saying? Easter and then the New Year's Eve Mass. And that's when they do what they do. And I'm not saying that they out here, shoot them up, bang, bang, the 363 days a year,
Right.
but they're not most, from what I remember, most Catholics I know, they don't go that often, man. They go, and I'm being, facetious when I say they go twice a year. They go for the big things, but they don't go for every Sunday service or anything like that, man. And for me, I feel like in every other religious following, the ones who are in it, they're hell in it, bro. Like they're every single Sunday. I mean, I'm there every single Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even religious, but I'm there religiously every single Sunday, bro. Because that's where I feel I find my peace. Now this Sunday, notwithstanding, because it's the home opener for the 49ers, and football is my main church, and then God is my second church, I guess.
That segue.
But I have God in my life every day. So I feel like every once in a while, I feel like I'm afforded to miss a day or two here or there, because of that. But I know a lot of people who are not Catholic who go to church every single Sunday. And the other thing I was going to take issue with is, the Muslim versus the Catholic, being the one religion for everyone. I honestly feel like because Muslims are so unified as a whole, no, you say no. I got the perception that they were, bro. And I'm like, there's Catholics, which are Christian, but then there's like 50 other Christian faiths. And they kind of all feel like they're the right one, and you can go down the line from Jehovah's Witness to, the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pentecostal, like there's so many different ones that I feel like there's not one path for them. And so I feel like there's always going to be kind of a divide somewhere in there. And it's going to be kind of hard for the Catholic Church to kind of take over all of that.
Yeah, I agree. But one thing to consider is that Muslims kill Muslims, like right now.
Christians kill Christians.
Yeah,
but not over Christianity.
Last week we had a conversation about a dude died by somebody who was on his side.
Right,
We
but
went
it's not over.
crusade.
It's not over Christianity.
Blacks
The Crusades
kill
was a
blacks.
long time ago, but it's not over it's not over the faith right now. What I'm saying is Muslims in the Middle East will bang each other out over the faith. You have different sects, and they have their differences, right? They have the tribal differences, but you have you have the Shias that will bang it out with the Sunnis, and it's the reason why the Saudi Arabia, which is primarily Sunni Muslim, did not want to replace Saddam because he kept the Shias, the predominant Shia population of Iraq at bay. He kept them off of Saudi Arabia's doorstep because they knew as soon as Saddam was out the way, the Shias would take over, and that would bring Iran right to their front door, right? So, and that's just that's talking about it at a glance, and I'm just stating the fact, not to make one better than the other. There's some definite predominant or prevalent differences even within their world. They have sectarian violence. I think somebody's going to be the glue to fill in the cracks. I don't think you're going to see Islam go away. I don't think you're going to see, these faiths go away, but you're going to see somebody bring them together under one rooftop and say, hey, we're going to bring peace. Now, like you said, we can get into it in the dialogue, but here I can totally tell you, when you read Daniel, when you read Revelations, there is somebody who's going to unite the world. He's going to sign a 7-year peace treaty, then he violates it in 3 years. How do you do that when the greatest wars ever fought have had to do with faith, right? Like you mentioned, the Crusades that was started by Pope. I'm not even trying to remember his name, but anyway, it was started by a Catholic Pope, right? And it was I can dig into that, and I'm not going to, but it was the way he perpetuated it was it was based on propaganda. And then, you had lies being told, right? Hey, if you kill these types of people, you go straight to heaven. Where have we heard that in recent history? In the Middle East. Hey, if you go kill these infidels, you'll go to heaven and get these 72 virgins. So that tells me that they got the same boss. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's something to think about. We see something like that. before we get the warm and fuzzy, man, like we got to do that history lesson. We got to make sure somebody's not trying to lure us into something that we probably really don't want to be a part of. And that's just my skeptic brain speaking, but I think everybody should keep their eyes open.
But I thought the same thing. You know, I was very aware, and I was even having that conversation.
We can't hear you, cuz you sound like you far away from the mic.
Bro, y'all can't hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna say I was just having that conversation too about you know, I'll just say read Revelations and stuff like that because it'll give you good discernment and things like that. Because you're right. And I was even sitting here kind of questioning the whole thing about what's the intention behind trying to bring the whole world under like one church or like have one universal church and everything. It kind of like brought me right back to that. So I mean, yeah, like definitely y'all putting me on because I got to get back in my Bible and I really got to read that because right now I'm kind of like torn. I don't know what to believe in. When that happens, you always got to default back to your word. You know what I'm saying? But that very well could be. That very well could be like I'm not going to say it because I don't want to label it as something that it could or could not be. I just need to get back in my word and I encourage people to do the same.
Yeah,
Isn't it at the very beginning? Weren't we all speaking the same tongue and had all the same faith? But we got too high and we got too mighty. And if you could read back or touch back, I'm pretty sure A2 could put an exact spot on it for us. But that's not our right now. Our privileges were provoked or were revoked. That was taken away. So as Breezy says, when it comes afoot and they trying to unite you into one, it ain't supposed to be. We dropped that ball.
Yeah, I mean that's a solid point that you bring up because we see Nimrod in Babylon tried to everybody, like you said, we all spoke one language, had one belief, and he united the people and said we can build a tower into the heavens and become like God, which sounds like somebody we know, right? And this was one of the first resurgences of Satan that we see in biblical history after the garden. Right, he brings man into a fall and then manipulates man to try to get back into the place he originally wanted to be, which is replacing God. And of course, at this point in time, God strikes everybody with different tongues, confuses the nations, and spreads everybody out. And Nimrod is where some of these practices we have today come from. And then we see that this is going to happen again, but it's going to happen again through the beast, the false prophet, and the dragon, when we have a temple built. And then the son of perdition puts himself in that seat, proclaims himself to be Christ, and he works all these signs and wonders, right? Signs and wonders that would fool even the elect. And we've seen this before when we read Moses, when he went into Pharaoh's hall and he performed signs and wonders. And some of those signs and wonders were replicated by Pharaoh's magi. So we know that the enemy does have certain powers. Bible says that even in latter days that it'll be given to him to make war with the saints, with us, and to prevail, to overcome us. So we're going to see these things happen again and again. I'm just saying I'm being skeptical when I see things like this happen because of other things that have happened previously with the Catholic Church becoming more flexible to things that you would expect them to otherwise shun or turn away from. Right? It's their history. After a few years, they go through a revision. They soften things, they accept things, and somebody has to play the role of the false prophet. So, I don't know who it is. One day it's going to be, very evident to us, those who are paying attention, but I'm just watching the moves on the chessboard. You know what I'm saying? And telling everybody, hey, keep your eyes open. This could be, what do they call that? When you pass a fake to distract everybody, right?
Gaslight.
Yeah.
Gaslight.
Right?
Yeah.
Which they're very good at, hey, look over here while they pull one off over there. But to me, it's significant. If I look at everything else that's happened, it's significant.
Word. Hey, shout out, what up, Cam? What up, Mimi? Whatever. Shoot. Danny. What up, Tracy?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What up, Yasmin? What up? What up with the Matt? What's up with it, Matt? What's up with it, Chad Gill? What's up with it? You know what I'm saying? We see all y'all, man. We love y'all, man. Hey, Mimi,
Yes.
you know I love you, Mimi. Love you, Mimi. You know what I'm saying? We up here representing. Got Kim up here representing. You know what I'm saying? Nisha up here representing. You know what I mean?
Hey,
This is brands and platforms, man. We appreciate y'all coming out and spending this time with us, man. Hey, L, I know you want to play a little music, man.
Wait. Before L does that, hold on. Before L does that, man, because
everybody got something. Everybody else got something before L does that. Come on.
We do, man. We do. We on one tonight, man. I just wanted to say real quick. You know what I'm saying? There was a mention about the split of the face, and how all the faces are gonna come back together, man. And it was, Abraham, the prophet Abraham. You know what I'm saying? Whether you were Islam, Judaism, Christianity, Abraham was, prevalent in all three of them. And I feel like, at one point something's going to happen and we are all going to realize there's never really been a separation of us. We are still all one people. We are all God's people, man. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, the rest of us will wake up, and realize, well, we here at the Midi Lab show, the Midi City crew, already know we all one people, man. We all love each other and we all here on God's green earth, enjoying life together, man. That was it.
That is so nice. I'm gonna beat that statement up when we come back.
That was a big punch. That was a good punch. I'm with that. I rock with that.
I'm beating it up.
How can you beat it up, bro?
I'm beating it up.
We ain't even got time to beat it up.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. What was? We only have 10 minutes left, but was I supposed to play some music?
Oh no! If you ain't gonna play no music,
you were saying you were gonna play a clip and then get
to the next subject.
But we didn't.
No. I'm about to cook what he just said.
I'm
a nuke it.
Man.
I'm a nuke it. All right, Jesus said.
Are you talking about the Abraham thing?
Jesus said, "I did not come to bring unity. I came to bring division." We are not all one. I'm sorry to tell you, but we are not. Ishmael wasn't even supposed to be born. And I know someone will be mad at me. I'll probably get some death threats, but you have to read the book. I'm not the author. I'm just the one delivering the message. Unfortunately,
hey, that's facts. You said Jesus said though, right?
Yeah, I said the author said. So yes, technically Jesus said because he is the word. But what I'm saying is that, I'm sorry. You're absolutely correct. I did say that Jesus came and said that he did not come to bring unity. He came to bring division between those who believe and those who don't. So we may all have one origin. We don't all have one destination. I'm sorry to tell you.
No, I didn't say we have one destination. I never said that.
I think he was alluding to how it could be colluded to. Oh, they all are actually one thing. They'll just put these little things in there that mesh with all these the Old Testament and the Quran and the Book of Buddha. And oh my God, these 3 things and these 4 things, everything line up and end up tricking you into think everything is one. That's what I took from what Mike was saying.
Yeah, and that would be the trick, man. The real sin is for anybody to ever feel like they are separate from God to begin with. That's the real. That's the true sin. We are all part of God. We came from God. God created all of us, and whether you believe it or not is irrelevant because it doesn't make it any less true. That's the fact. We are all part of God's people. You know what I'm saying? And those who believe and those who don't believe are still all God's people, and that's my point. You know what I'm saying? And the ones who don't believe, they just don't believe. Nothing we can do about them. We can try to educate them.
Even if you don't believe, you still in God's plan. You still gonna be implemented to the plan.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yes. No matter what you believe,
you're still part of what's going on. If you worship the devil in San Francisco, it don't matter. You were part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. My homeboy Jason used to always say, "Hey, but what's something about this happening?" It's like it's all part of the plan. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to matter. It's going to matter on Judgment Day. I just want to let y'all know there's a real place called hell, and I know people don't like to hear that. These prosperity preachers want to have people believing that we're all headed to the same place. No, Christ said that broad and wide is a path that leadeth them to destruction, and many will be on it. But You know, you will find that path that leads to salvation because it's very narrow. And I just say that because I mean, you know, I don't want people to feel comfortable walking around with the half knowledge of Christ and maybe a partial relationship with God, because Paul says even the demons believe in God, but they don't obey. Right. And so it behooves everybody, especially in this day and age, to get up in to whatever your faith is. You better be fully committed. But I'm just letting you know, man, there's one. Jesus says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and no man coming to the Father but by me. That's final. So all of this, there's several paths that lead to God. Nah, there isn't, man. And I'm telling you the truth because I don't want to see nobody burn. And especially with some of the tactics and the antics that we see today. I'm happy to see, you know, the Clipse get out there and perform in places that we never would think that we would see, you know, people of our genre perform. It's outstanding, but I do still question the motives. And I think we should all be looking at these things these days, not to influence the division, but to make sure we're not being manipulated. You know what I mean? That's all, to make sure we're not being used.
I agree with you, man. Pedophiles and serial killers, they can't walk through the pearly gate. You know what I'm saying?
They are part of the
there's
plan.
There's a special place somewhere else for them cats, man. I would say there are still many paths to reaching God, because not everybody, you know, walk the straight and narrow their entire lives, man. Some people,
everybody grows at their own rate.
Yes. You know
as
what?
long as you
are
do
on
it
your own
earnestly.
path at your own pace, and sometimes you find God later in life. And that doesn't mean that you're any less deserving than people who, you know, grew up in it and were at, you know, in that plane of existence the entire time they walked the face of this earth.
But to those silver tongue manipulated ones,
yes,
that's
you gotta watch out for them people.
That's what Breezy, that's what Breezy's talking about. Don't lie to yourself. They get caught up.
You gotta watch out for them.
Let me say this to the folks out there, man. If you feel like that you need to get closer to God and you want to, you know what I'm saying, dive deeper into the scripture, join us on the dialogue Tuesday nights. You know what I'm saying? A2 Breezy gonna lead it off for you. He gonna go ahead and break it down for you. You know what I'm saying? Come in, join us. You know what I'm saying? And collaborate with the dialogue. It's called a dialogue because we dialoguing. You know what I mean?
It's called the dialogue because we answer questions and question answers. That's what it is.
Word.
Preach.
Word. So hey,
that right there.
If you feel like you need a little spiritual help, a little spiritual guidance, a little uplift, join us Tuesday nights on Dialogue.
Yeah, let's get with it. I like that challenge, getting in there, man, being raw. I love the dialogue, man. I mean not the show. I mean, I love the conversation altogether, especially the fact, you know, the times that we go from cracking up, being straight silly and comical to getting to the roots, man, and getting into this real deal conversation, man. It shows that people can respect each other, respectfully disagree, have a difference of opinion, not have to degrade each other, not have to insult each other, cancel each other, unfollow each other, can still love, can still remember our common grounds and move forward. You know what I mean? Plant seeds, water seeds, keep each other educated, keep our sword sharpened, and press on, man. Like, we some grown adults around here, and I appreciate that with this show. And I hope I think there's more people who think that way than the other way. We have a tendency to give a lot of time and a lot of space to very immature people, and it seems like that's the culture right now. And I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? That we don't all share the same perspectives, even though we all walk in the same faith for the most part. We have different perspectives of it. We can sit up here and talk about it all day long, and I guarantee you, no matter how loud we get, you won't hear a disrespectful word fall out of our mouth. You won't hear an insult being traded, and you will not see hard feelings. I mean, we'll laugh, we'll joke, we'll get at each other, but at the end of the day, it's always going to be brotherly love.
Love. It's always love. It's always love.
Church.
Yeah. Hey, and if y'all ain't know, take notes. Go ahead, yeah. Just saying, take notes. Is how we get down.
It's how the world needs to get down.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to thank everybody for just tuning in tonight. You know what I'm saying? You could be anywhere, like my boy L say every week. You can be anywhere in the world, but you right here with us on the Midi Lab Show, and we appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we gonna be here every Thursday night for y'all, representing, having a drink, popping it off. We gonna talk about everything y'all want to talk about, and hey man, we just love y'all tuning in, man. Thank you.
Midi City, stand up.
I hear the music a bit. Hey,
this is it.
Hey, my boy probably don't want me to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. $BayAmerica.com. Go to BayAmerica.com. Buy you some merchandise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And support the channel. You know what I'm saying? Get you a hat.
Get you a shirt. Make sure when you're walking out in public and they point, you say, "You see what's on my shirt, right?" Midi City, y'all.
You see, hey, you see what my shirt, right? You see what my shirt, right? It's Midi Lab.
Hey, what up?
Don't you found my way? Left the shadows behind. Now I'm here to stay. Positive vibes surround like a gentle breeze. Got my heart open wide. I find love me every day. Write your record and watch me rise. No more negativity. I've cut those ties. Shining bright like the stars in the night. Oh, I'm doing fine now. Oh. Breathing my life, filling my soul with the love I provide. My love is better, I'm breaking free, embracing the journey that's waiting from you. I'm here to thrive, rising higher, feel energy rise. Every step I take, there's a brand new day. Oh, I'm shining. Watch me rise. No negativity, I've cut those ties. Shining bright like the stars in the night. Oh,